Zoom. Hello, Zoom. Hello, America. My name is Michael Tomlinson. I am an American cheer. Booyah. Today is February 7th, 2023. It's, I'm just staying in and holding down the fort today. I don't really have to go anywhere to step outside. And I heard the weather report yesterday too that, so I kind of made sure that I was settled in just in case I decided that I didn't have to step outside my studio to do stuff. So really happy to be here. Happy to be um, holding down the fort, working hard, always working hard. It's not like a day off, man. It's like I'm still very busy here. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things I need to keep doing, and just as I get through my day, so it's just kind of moving forward, without distractions and or just what distractions is a good word. I mean, without things, elements, outside elements intruding into my life, because everything I do now doesn't really include other people. So now the further I get, and I've always been comfortable by myself. I've always been comfortable being alone. I know I'm alone, but I never feel lonely. I work a lot on my own, so it doesn't bother me to do that. In fact, I'm happy to do that. And I guess there's a sense of enlightenment that I'm trying to bring up, and also real quick, like, because enlightenment to me is, first of all, I should be starting off with, like, you are amazing, you are extraordinary, for watching this video, and there is something about enlightenment that connects us all. It's an energy. It's a force of nature, and it's like a fundamental universal law. The way I kind of perceive it as, it's like energy and vibration, frequency, and enlightenment. And enlightenment is the folks out there who really just can't do anything bad. I mean, when they do it, they just don't do it. Even if they could get away with it, they don't participate with uh, bad people doing things. They try to pivot and steer away, and live their life in their own harmony, kind of enlightened way. But society doesn't really like that, I guess. They don't like that people are enlightened and they're moving forward. And so no matter what's going on, these folks are pretty much just happy people. And so there's an excited people in a lot of cases. Uh, and majority of their friends are probably not like that, and they probably dislike the fact that they have a friend that's happy and always kind of excited and venturing off to for new adventures. They don't know how they do that, and how they live in that sense of enlightenment. And living in the sense of enlightenment is probably just living in the now, as close to now as possible. Right now. And what we're doing and what you're doing and what I'm doing. That all builds into the sense of enlightenment. And so people just don't like, people that are enlightened or that are super creative or innovative, like these things that that people find as a threat, not a threat because they feel like it's going to harm the world or I'm going to harm myself, but in a way that they just don't want attention, focused on this person like me, that with a sense of enlightenment, to have any kind of acknowledgement. They really do things and deceitful ways and lying, manipulating, making fun of me, probably, backstabbing me, pretty much, and thinking it's okay. It's like, it's okay because they see me as a threat. And and I'm just this enlightened individual moving forward. I don't know where they find me as a threat, but they must be very evil people to just see the enlightenment and just turn me into a threat, no matter what. And then start to play head games and start to deceive me, And I have so many stories about that, throughout my life. It's not even funny. It's just, in every city it kind of happens, and people just react to the sense of enlightenment. And if you're enlightened, you probably understand. I know you understand where I'm coming from. I know you understand what I'm talking about. And they get kind of taken over by something else that wants to attack you. And believe me, I know what that feels like. And then I also know it feels like that once you're being attacked, it really doesn't work out the way people think it should work out. I don't react in the way I think they want me to. So it all kind of leaves the whole side of the street that's dirtied up by them. I leave it with them. I don't have anything to do with that. I keep my side of the road clean, keep moving forward. And that's where, the lies or the truth can kind of come into play, And so if someone's talking poorly about me or just, trying to, make suggestive kind of character assassinations toward me, that means they're lying. Okay, and especially if it's just random, it's just they just have to bring that up because they not only they lied right then and there, but the problem is they've lied in the past, and now that maybe I'm starting to become close with someone that they know, they want to make sure that the person, the mutual friend, I guess, and you can put it that way, doesn't really become good friends with me because they'll convince them of lies and fill them up with all this stuff. So by the time they come back to me to being friends, they've already been manipulated. Their brain has been twisted up, and that's where the lies are just being acted out on, and that's how it passes on. They start to build allies, and when you should be just flat out asking me what the truth is. Because my side of the road is clean. I've got nothing, I'm not going to play those kind of games. Because there's no reason why I should. I'm not trying to protect the future of lies. And that's the problem with telling lies, is that becomes the future. So, like, maybe 10, 15 years later, and these people are still trying to protect the lies, that they told like 15 years ago, because they don't want to get caught. I mean, it's narcissistic movement with them. It's egomatic, and it's pretty ugly. Actually, it's just ugliness. It's just darkness in the soul that they have to keep maintaining some levels of lies throughout the rest of their life, probably. Who knows? So because they have to carry that burden and that weight, and they're, they don't know what else to do. Well, I know what they should be doing. It's just telling the truth. Stop lying. Tell the truth. Save everybody a lot of, just head games and tripping out and trying to divide, trying to break people up. We should be participating in an enlightened kind of life. Because once you do tell the truth, we can start the paths of enlightenment. We can grow together, enlightened together. And push that bad stuff aside. Move past it into the new life, a new day, a new individual, a new America. Become, join, and we'll become American tears. Unite Americans. We'll all be enlightened. That sounds beautiful. It's a little far-fetched, but it sounds beautiful. I would imagine once people were participating in the American Cheer movement for a while, they would just automatically, organically grow into their own sense of enlightenment. And that's only because, after a while, the habits and actions are doing the right thing. And that just brings in more positive energy. And the positive energy starts to vibrate higher and higher and become enlightened. And then after a while, you realize, wow, I can't believe I was so hurtful, hateful, mean. And but that's the past, the old you. When we go into a new you, a new individual. But we have to let go and acknowledge all the ugliness that was created too, because you can't step into a new world without dealing with the old one, because it won't let you go. You won't be able to let it go. So that you got to be strong. And I implore you, have that courage to stand up and to face acceptance, enlightenment, to face the truth in your way. And you'll start having a great day. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's just so awesome. Being an American Tear, it is a lifestyle, and I've said that in the past. Or it can be one, a very, very cool one. You just give it a chance, just a little bit of chance. We'll be able to love instead of hurting each other, or allowing other people to hurt other people too. That's where it's got to stop. Sometimes when people do things or say things to you about other people, you just need to teach them to shut up, to shut down, to stop doing that. It's not, they try to talk like it's their job to be some executor, prosecutor, bringer of bad news. And it's not. It is just people exercising their right to be hateful, be harmful, to be deceitful, man. It is just all bad stuff. We don't want that. We want the good stuff. It can make us rise to the occasion. We can become better Americans. And we can, by example, by being a better American, by an example, you don't even have to teach anybody. People will learn how to become a better American too. Just because your reactions and your actions. And that will teach hundreds of people around you a new lesson. Even though it's an old story, there's a new lesson in there. And we're going to teach it. Right? Alrighty. Cheerio. Have an excellent day. Peace. Love. Take care of yourself. Eat some good food. Study hard. Gain some knowledge. We'll talk later.